He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus, and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, aquarium adventures, his aquariums shine like jewels in the night, a symphony of colors, a wondrous sight. Discuss angelfish and tetras too, each species a story. In the videos he breaks through. Whoa, he's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, aquarium adventures, from IPAs to stouts, he sips and savors each brew, a connoisseur of craft beer with a taste or two. But amidst the hops and barley, his heart belongs to the water, where discus swim and thrive in harmony. He's the
Hello,
king of
everybody.
his
Welcome to the Friday Night Live as we fade away the music and find out how to turn it off here as well. Shut up. Welcome. Hope you can hear me and see me. I bet you, man, they missed that as well. So we started off the evening with a premiere where I showed you my latest doings with Megatank 2. Hope you liked that. And then we opened the live stream with a song by our very own Zen Ginger. We might play it again later for you if you missed it, Mandy. But welcome, everybody. We're here for another night of fun and frolics. Quizzing, questions, answers sometimes. Some say, but even learn things every now and again. Who have we got in? The chat only goes back so far, so we're starting with Aquatic Moose. I am Streambot. You are not Streambot, but you have reminded me to start Streambot, so I will do that now. It's always amusing to see Graham fail. That was the second comment that we've come into. Thank you, Jack. It is, to be fair, always amusing to see Graham fail. For those of you who haven't watched the video yet, I did have a little bit of an aquatic faux pas, shall we say, where I was particularly gutted by that one. So I had meticulously planned Megatank 2. As some of you will know, I even did 3D drawings and prints and all kinds of things, where I was going to have 12 foot of tank, 4 foot of buffer tank, 4 individual 2 foot breeding tanks, because I wanted to reuse the 2 foot tanks that I already had. Turns out the 2 foot tanks I already had are a little bit bigger than 2 foot. So, what is it they say about the best laid plans of mice and men come to nothing when Graham's an idiot? So, it is what it is. We have these little challenges. They're sent to challenge us. They're sent to try us. We can try other things. So, yes, at least everyone else gets to laugh at me, which is always nice. We like that. Hans is in. Hi from Sweden. Oh, apparently viewers are experiencing buffering. Is that because my internet is not good enough? Children, if you're watching, stop Netflixing or downloading or whatever it is. We're starting the evening off with a Pacific Breeze. Go on, you can focus. A West Coast IPA, whatever that means, from Edinburgh. Different West Coast. Hi Hans, how we doing? Aquatic says hi from the Netherlands. How we doing? Antonio Montana says any semi-serious aquatic nerd that has put the time in has to have failed. Otherwise, how do we grow? Yes, every failure is an opportunity for learning. That's a very positive way to look at it. Yeah, quite nice that one actually. Hi from remote USA, says Stevie P. Nice to see you, Stephen. By the way, let's see if you will watch my fish unboxing video, or will it only be a like? You know, precious. Time is precious. We'll see how we get on. If everyone could please go and watch Jack and all his videos. I have to keep Jack on my good side because as he is a young entrepreneur and has many years ahead of him in this business, he will no doubt very soon fly past me in terms of stats and relevance and all those good things. So I want to be on his good side when he does, so he remembers me when he's rich and famous. He's on time for once. All right. Don't need to keep putting the boot in. Rambo. Hello, Rambo. How are we doing? Graham was getting professional. Well, yeah. I just had more time today, that's all. Lanks, evening from a chilly Preston. Evening from, I'm just checking the cameras. Yes, it is indeed still raining. It was hailstoning earlier. A wet, cold, and slightly painful Sheffield. Johnny Fish, nice to see you. Wally's Freshwater Aquatics is in. How we doing? He's spending too much time on... No, I made them all on my own. They're all my own doing, Antonio. Let's get the party started. Yes, I hope. Have we seen Zenny yet? Has she been in? I hope you get to see that. Something liquid rubber. We've got to have a mention of liquid rubber somewhere. There she is. Nice to see you. AV, good. That's what we want. Oh, we've missed Angela. Hello, Angela. Nice to see you. I'm sending this to George Bowie. Wow, there's a blast from the past. I remember George Bowie. It's a Brobrecht Moonlicht Nicht here in North Berwick. Really? That surprises me. Lucky you. We better get 100 people in the stream. Yeah, the premiere had like 80 odd people. I think the top out at 90 or something. No, like you say, 100 odd people. Yeah, 30 of them have decided to come along. But hey, you're all welcome. That's what we want. And this isn't everyone's cup of tea to sit here and listen to me waffle nonsense for a couple of hours. So, thank you. Thank you all for coming. Lee from Bolton, nice to see you. Tommy Umami, have we missed Tommy? Oh, there he is. The Aquatic News Network, nice to see you. Thank you for my feature. I featured in the Aquatic News Network last week. On Monday, was it? Tuesday? Apparently I'm in a race, which hopefully I'm now winning, about building a mega tank. Because I've got Glass in now, and I haven't checked to see if he's made his video yet. But nice to see. Nice to see. Where did we get to? By the way, how did you mess up on them? I don't know. I assumed those tanks were 2 feet wide. I literally spent 5 minutes just stood there staring at them going, how can you be more than that? I remember you being 60 centimetres long. When did you become 70? Half of me is now thinking, can I put up, will my OCD cope with them hanging over by 10 centimetres? It'll be perfectly fine. So I don't know whether or not I'm just going to be able to aesthetically handle that, because it might be quite annoying. What's going on with the eyebrows here? Sorry, I'm in need of a haircut of what little hair that I have. I like that you share it. It makes the rest of us who fail not feel so bad. That's one of my USPs. I'm here doing the things to make everyone else less embarrassed, less stupid feeling when you see me, an accomplished, experienced aquarist, still making the stupid basic mistakes. There we are. Where do we get to? Measure twice, build once. Well, that's never been my motto. It should be, but mostly it's measure never, guess always. Never works. I don't know why I haven't changed that. I should do something about that mindset. YouTube is rubbish these days. I had a bunch of buffering yesterday. Yeah, well, apparently I'm still buffering. Am I still buffering? Can you see me? Let me do a quick network check. Got all the great fun here. Speed test. Yeah, got massive upload. Almost zero latency. Must be YouTube's end. Sorry, everyone. That's interesting. Yeah, I've got over 100 meg upload speed and less than 5 milliseconds latency. So, I don't know what's going on. I have been hacked this week. That's been fun. So, maybe it's some kind of hangover from that. Fanter Fishing, hello. For the uneducated, it's a specific breeze. Oh, I've missed the breezy thing. Edinburgh has a west coast. Yeah, I know. So this is for those of you who don't know, Edinburgh isn't on the west coast of Scotland. It's on the east coast of Scotland, if it's even on a coast. But I'm sure the west coast IPA refers to, is it America? Is it Americans getting involved in everything again? Sorry, Americans. Hey, oh, Jack will forever remember me. Thank you. JT is the next MD. Indeed, quite right. So, what did you think? What did you think of the premiere? What did you think of my plans? I'm thinking that I'm going to get a bunch of comments telling me you can't use play sand to cap aquatic soil. You can't grow plants in play sand. Play sand is too tightly and compact to allow things to work. I know I'm going to get those. I'm just wondering how much of a difference the NutriBase will make. I've never used it, so I don't know how good it is. I saw the comments as we were talking about it, whether or not NutriBase was an aquatic soil or not. I think it fits in that category between aquatic soil and like additive to soil. I'm definitely not planning on using it as a soil. I don't have enough to make a couple inches thick. I've only ever seen the likes of MD and people like that use it, and they tend to use it as a thin layer before they put their soil in, or on top of the soil before their cap. That's what I'll be going with, and be damned the consequences. We'll see what happens. One thing I would like to get tonight, so here's a general theme. Plants. What kind of plants would you like to see in the tank? Now, bear in mind, it is going to be a discus tank. It is going to be more of the warmer end of the spectrum, so there are certain limitations on what plants... Oh, a thing has happened. Stevie P has been a member for 8 months, is that? Excellent. But your typical discus plant... Why does that look so hazy? I don't know. Your typical discus plants of your Amazon swords, crypts, Anubias, Java ferns, Vallisonarius. Yes, I'll have all those kind of things. I'm just wondering, what else could we get in there? I'm probably going to put in one big plant order more, maybe this weekend. So it would be nice to see some different plants in there. I've not overly researched it, so we can give it a go and see what happens. Sorry, right, let's see if we can catch up. What we will be doing, for those of you who are new and have never been to one of the live streams, is round about past, so in about 15, 16, 17 minutes time, we will be doing the quiz. This is a weekly quiz where we tot up all the points throughout the month, and at the end of the month, I was going to say we give away a prize at the end of the month, we announce a winner, and then several months later I get around to sending the prize to the winner. But there are prizes. So we've got the weekly quiz, and then we've got the Eliminator, which is the quiz that you can win tonight. 10 questions in a row, increasing in difficulty, and if you get that one right, get all 10 questions right, you win a prize. So if 10 people get all 10 questions right, 10 people win a prize. If that happens, it'll be a very small prize. It might be a sticker. Not made of money. After that, we have, or interspersed in between the quizzes, are any questions, any topics, any statements, anythings. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about those things. And then after that, at 11 o'clock, we say goodnight. I run away, have a quick pee, and then I come back down for the after party. At which point, I'll have had like 5 beers or something, and I'll be more than merry, and we'll play some tunes, or make some tunes. For those of you who are new here and don't know, I have a Discord server up here somewhere. Why can I not point at that? That's disconcerting. There. I've created a new channel for you to post your song lyrics, because it's just a bit easier than me sat here for 5 minutes typing. I can just copy and paste them and put them in. We'll make some tunes, so we'll do that in the after show. And yeah, I think that about covers it. As always, we're directed by you. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you say, prompt me with some prompts, and we'll talk about those things. Pardon me. Adam says, you liked your organisation box so much you made it part of your live stream background. You're not wrong. I'm so proud of that. I want more. I want one with bigger ducats. So I reckon I can fit 4 in. So I'm going to have 2 with small ducats and then 2 with big ducats. Drawers. Ducats? Is that the word? I don't know. You know what I mean. But I'm so happy about that. I was doing something earlier with Airline, and I was like, I've cut that too short. If only I had one of those. I went, I have got those. I've got the connectors, and I know where they are now. So I went over to the wee drawer, got my connector out. I was so happy. So happy. Graham is legally required to say liquid rubber 3 times per video these days. That's not true. The liquid rubber people are very happy with me. They were quite happy with my video. The fact that I've offered to give them another one for free, they seem to be over the moon with that. So I think we're okay. I'm on good terms with liquid rubber. If all my other sponsors would be so happy, then all my other sponsors, if Fluval would be so happy and they'd send me even more stuff, I mean, that's just unreasonable of me. I'm very happy that Fluval sent me some lights. They'll be really good. I'm looking forward to using them. Brian, the bot bot wants you to take your excitement down a notch. I think you might be using caps. That must be it. Yep, there we go. Pardon me. Does he have to say liquid and rubber in that order, or can he say rubber down with a bunch of liquid? I think as long as I use the words, any order's fine. Who's the other horse in this race with the mega tank build? It is... Oh, that's embarrassing. I want to say Nosy Aquatics, but I don't think that's right. Noisy Aquatics. It's Noisy Aquatics. He's building a more traditional, I think, 7x3 or something like that. But in a very similar way. Sorry, that was the bat phone ringing. The eyebrow does look like a baby Pleco harvesting your face. What did you feed those tanks to grow them 10 centimetres in such a short time? What have I missed? What tanks? Ah, right, sorry. Idiot. No, I'm just an idiot, that's all. I've remembered now. I remember thinking, oh, I'm using this racking, which is 60 centimetres long, but it's like kind of 5 centimeters away from the wall. It might even be 10 centimeters away from the wall. I'll get 70 centimeter tanks, maximize the amount of space that I've got. So I don't care about them overhanging when they're at the back and I can't see them, but I've put bloody plywood backing on the back of that. Or maybe I could just take that off. No, then it wouldn't be structurally sound. Thoughts? I don't know. Did Graham miss my member milestone chat? Oh, I think I did. Sorry, Mandy. And now I've gone past it, so I can never see it again. Sorry. I did play your song as it's now the intro song to the whole live stream. Does that count for anything? Anytime Windows 11 reboots my computer, YouTube drops 40 to 50% of the frames until I reboot it again. It seems to be happy now. YouTube overlord has gone back to excellent connection. So, touch wood. I've clearly been kicked off the island. It was fun. No, you're all wanted here. Nutribase is not a soil, but more of a nutrient layer. Okay. I ain't arguing. Like I say, I don't know if it goes on the bottom. It's a soil. So for those of you that don't know, why am I so dark? Got big shiny lights. Anyway, this is Nutribase. Is it a European thing? Is that why we get it over here? And the Americans are all going, what is it? I've never heard of that. So it clearly says substrate for aquarium plants there, which is why I was calling it a soil. Instructions for use. Spread a layer of Nutribase on the bottom of the aquarium with a thickness of 2 to 10 centimeters. So if this is 10 centimeters thick, that's an aquatic soil. Cover it with a layer of gravel or particles. Place your decorative objects in. Fill the aquarium. Blah 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 blah. So it is sort of an aquatic soil. Can I get that at least? Which you're meant to cap. But it's a complete substrate. So aquatic soil for aquarium plants. Sorry, Jack. Don't throw me out the club when you're famous. Developed in cooperation with experts in plants breedings. Developed in cooperation with experts in plant breeding, contains all the essential nutrients for healthy plant growth. The open structure maximizes water flow through the substrate. Freeze-dried beneficial... Oh God, I've lost the power to speak already. Freeze-dried beneficial bacteria are added to decompose waste and keep your substrate clean. So it's got iron, it's got calcium, it's got kalium, it's got magnesium, it's got complete nutrients, as it says on the back. So I've seen MD fish tanks using this stuff. He raves about it. His tanks look fantastic. So yeah, we'll go with that. And I got a good deal on it. So that's the main reason I bought it. Stephen P 2003 just sponsored. Why am I not seeing these messages? Or am I just so far behind? Jack says, I use it in my dual Rio 450 and the plants do great. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, truly, I think it wants you to top it with gravel or something, because I think a lot of the benefits from it are potentially from getting water to flow through it and spread those nutrients around, whereas if you use something like play sand, because it's so small, it compacts and the water has trouble penetrating quite as easily, but I still think it should be okay. And we're going to find out, because I'm doing it anyway. A big wall of Val would be awesome. It would. I'm definitely going to get that. I've got a bunch of Val at the moment. I'm kind of swithering in between. So, depending how well we do on YouTube this month, is whether we go for lightly planting and waiting for it to grow in, and heavily planting and getting a big impact. Is Putin hacking Aquarium Adventures? Someone was hacking Aquarium Adventures. I'm no longer on Facebook because my account has been suspended or banished or whatever. I had all kinds of warnings going off all over the place. I was fighting hackers in real time, trying to reset passwords before they could get in and get things. It was a fun few days. I've still not got my Facebook back. That's fun. YouTube isn't crap. They're just trying to push us to premium. Just restart your browser, not YouTube. Browser and everything goes back to normal for a little bit. You saw mine, but not Zinger's. I'm sorry, Bandy. I'm sorry. You can come on as a guest and tell everyone what you want to say. I'm sorry. Juggler's in. Nice to see you, Juggler. Oh, right. 5 minutes before. See, Juggler, I instantly thought about the quiz. We're about to start the quiz in about 5 minutes or so. Oh, itchy nose. So I will put the link to said quiz, if I can find it, there it is, into... Oh, God. Now my keyboard's not working. I think that's more of a battery problem than a hacking problem. There we go. That's the link to the quiz. The more the merrier, obviously. It's fun. It's not all about fish. You don't have to be a fish expert. There are fish questions. There are current events questions. There are things nobody can possibly know. Have a guess questions. All kinds of things. Aquarium Adventures, can we please acknowledge Zenny has been and put up with you for 2 years? Wow! Is that what the chat was? I'm sorry I missed that. And thank you for your service. That's all I can say. You have been diligent in your moderator duties. You've come to loads of my live streams, if not all of them. Even I don't want to come to some of them. So thank you for that. If I were Zen, I'd go on strike until Graham notices. I've acknowledged it at least. After 6 years of being out of the hobby due to losing my house, finally moving into my new house 2 weeks ago today, I got a 700 litre sump tank with all decks, pumps, heaters, lighting, sitting in their boxes. Excited. That is an exciting feeling when you've got all the new stuff and it's all there just waiting for you to put it together. I do like that. I'm not happy with Fluval. The new app is not available. Oh. I haven't even thought about that, to be honest. I haven't even tried to set up the lights, so I don't know why I'm looking at that. I will have a look at that and maybe make it part of my review. Pardon me. You'd think the firm that manufactures liquid rubber would install a plywood aquarium in their corporate offices and get Graham to build it. There's an idea. Plus they're in Canada, so they'd have to fly me over to Canada. If any of you were to, I don't know, email Liquid Rubber and suggest that, saying, I saw your product being used on a fantastic YouTube channel called Aquarium Adventures. Seems to me like you're missing a trick not inviting that guy over to Canada to go to your corporate head office and build you a fish tank. I'd build it for free if they covered the expenses. Noisy aquatics. Yeah, that's what I said, wasn't it? I hope. Nosy or noisy? Yeah, noisy. Sorry. Yeah, a channel I wasn't aware of, so thank you to the Aquatic News Network for bringing that to my attention. If those of you who don't know, Tommy, the great name changer, the Aquatic News Network, has started a new series highlighting some of the goings-on. And I was one of the goings-on last week, so thanks for that. I'm breaking tradition and having a nighttime beer. Cheers! Good on you. Will be Haps and Peacock tank. Well, your one. Yeah, I think a few people have mentioned I'm missing a trick not making Megatank 2 like a chichlid tank, as I like to say. Because a nice long tank, when I've got all those big rocks, that would make a really good chichlid tank. but we'll stick with Discus for now. Brian says he's on Windows 10 for now, I think. Yep, well, you've got 6 months left before that goes out of date, so you need to sort something out. Aquafunk's here, saying, sorry I came in late. Now what are you taking off? I hope it's not what I think it is. You're about to get shouted at by a bot, I think, Aquafunk. Nice to see you, though. Nice to see you here. My AI musician name would be Father Fish. I like it. There you go. I told you someone would shout at you. After the gloating the other week about being able to cut wood with a miter saw without damaging yourself, at least I can use a tape measure with 9.5 fingers. That's not the problem. The problem is I didn't use a tape measure. The problem is I remember that being 60. Shit, 70. It's fine. I was just saying I made 2 years and got a new member badge, but no biggie. But can't you also go to the fan funding section with the chat filters? Can I? How would one do that? Top chat, live chat, fan funding. I can do that. Ah, there it is. Right, okay. We'll switch to little face so as we can see the quiz for those of you that like to use the QR code. But if I move this down, you'll be able to see the message that I missed. Everyone ready for this? Drum roll. Try that again with the sound. Drum roll. Big one. Woot! I made 2 years and I got a new badge. Glad everyone's happy now. Oh, please don't hate me. I love you, really. It looks very nutritious. For the top and live chat. I found it on my own and everything. Thank you. Don't do 10 centimeters, way too much. Where did that come from? I didn't press that. I didn't initiate that cricket noise. Oh, is that one of you hilarious people? Right, so I'm miles behind, sorry. Right, we're about to start the quiz. It is the stuff that your man MD goes on about, and his tanks look nice, so, you know. I'm more than happy to jump on a bandwagon when I see one drive past.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, so where did I get? Sorry. Yeah, water flow through play sand, not so much. Definitely not. I was watching a video. Wake up! I'm awake! Wake up! I was watching a video recently where they had tested it by different substrates and how the water flows through them by using what I would call earwax getters. I think Q-tips, cotton buds, whatever they are. They layered them like 5 centimeters apart in the fish tank and then used like a dye in the aquarium just to see how they got to. And it was play sand did better than they had expected, but it was not allowing as free a flowing thing. And then the guy spent a good 5 minutes saying how much it wasn't really that important. So I was like, well, what's the point then? Thanks for that. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't know. I'm committed now. I've got 200 kilos of the stuff. So I'm either building a kid's play sand pit or I'm using it in the fish tank. So it's not a complete substrate. I'm going to use the voice, Jack. I'm sorry. So it's not a complete substrate like an aquatile, even though it says that on the bag. Sorry. I agree, Jack. It's not substrate like clay balls, so they do need caffeine and they act like long-term root tabs. Sorry. Yeah, that's probably the way to look at it. It's like a base layer of root tabs. People be overthinking the whole substrate business. I should make a glass shard substrate planted tank. Yeah. The fact that there's nothing in there except play sand and plants have grown. We have all seen the plants grow. Sometimes too much. Right, we have 21 players, and this is your last couple of seconds before we get that started. We'll get the quiz on the go. It scares me that an IT expert, did you on purpose spell expert wrong because you don't really think I'm an expert, can be hacked. Yes, this one I traced back to... it was an exploit of an add-in, you know, like the Chrome extensions. I was using one of the, I think it was Dark Reader, and they got hacked. So they got my details from that, and I must have used, so never use the same password in multiple places. And I must have used that same password, and they got in a few other places. But I managed to stay ahead of them and get things sorted. Hi Juggler, how was Crufts? Well, if anyone watched Crufts, that might help you with one of the questions this week. Right. Oh god, I'm so far behind. Right, we're going to start. We're going to get... Sorry for taking the piss, everybody. We're going to start the quiz. Paul McKenna, there's a name I've not seen for a while. From days of old. Unless I've got the wrong person. Is that Paul McKenna, the musician? But nice to see you anyway. Right, quiz time. That's what we're doing. He says without actually doing it. Start the countdown. God, I'm getting hot now. I'm going to have to start stripping in a non-sexy way. I'm just going to take my jumper off and punch the wall. Right. Good luck, everybody. Question number 1. Currently being considered for an economic phase-out, what metal is the US penny mostly comprised of? Is it zinc, copper, tin, or nickel? What do we think? What's a penny that looks like copper made out of? Yeah, most of you think it is copper. Most of you are wrong. It is in fact made of zinc. False Inspector and Stevie P feeling pretty smug right now. Really? Starting with an American question? Don't worry, there are British ones as well. It is me, says Paul McKenna. I've had to get rid of all my tanks. Oh no, I've been moving house and been promised a mega tank. Well, when it gets round to it, you know where to come for some, I was going to say some great advice. Some advice. Greatness. Varies. Question number 2. How many species of freshwater fish are native to the UK? There you go, Brian. UK question. How many species of fish are native to the UK? Freshwater fish, sorry. Is it 442? Is it 42? 102? Or 275? You think it's either 442 or 102. Yet again. Oh, wrong button. The answer is 42. There you go. Mal says, did that play sand test use a filter? It did not, actually. I was curious to see if a filter stopped the sand compacting with the vibration liquefaction. There's some words. Vibration liquefaction. Yeah, that is a good point. I always have some fish that at least that disturb the substrate. Quite often I've had like things like Malaysian trumpet snails which will dig in a little bit. I don't have anything like that in this one. I've also never been able to keep a tank that has capped with soil. I was going to say capped with sand. Eventually it all mixes, and you get layers, but there's always some mixing going on, so it's a bit meh. A bit of meh. What's that done to the scores? Coop Tank House is up front with 84 points. False Inspector Stevie P didn't score any on that one, but have got there. Coop Tank House, is that Chef Coop? Is there lots of old names, blasts from the past coming in here? There has to be more than that. You'd have thought so, wouldn't you, Lisa? Boots and cats, dang! I shouldn't have second guessed myself. There you go. Sometimes you just have to stick with your convictions. Question 3. Which of these colours is not mentioned in the Louis Armstrong classic, What a Wonderful World? Is it blue, red, green, or gold? You know the song. I see skies of purple, magenta rivers too, etc. Afraid not! Okay, no worries. Nice to have you in anyway. I didn't misspell colours. Someone else misspelled colours. And I copied it. I do agree. Colours is spelled wrong. What do we think, people? We think it's gold. It is gold. Well done. There's trees of green, skies of blue, red roses too. But the word gold is not mentioned. Coop Tank House, still up in first place. A bunch of other people got that one right though, so they're keeping pace. Graham, are you taking notes from Andrew about how to make the most obscure quiz? Come on. Of all the aquatic quizzers out there, you've got Jack with his, let's have a quiz about Latin. And Spaceman Andrew and his 20 unanswerable questions. Give me a break. Sorry, I'm being excessively mean tonight. I apologise. Question 4. Which of these comedians hosted the 97th Academy Awards in 2025? Was it Ricky Gervais, Conan O'Brien, Bill Burr, or Billy Crystal? Crystal? It's a Scottish thing. It's collars. It's usually Cullurs. That's how Scottish people spell it. My frickin' dog answered for me. That's a change. It's usually someone's cat. Oh, he was listening in the background. Oh, we've summoned them. No. It's the host of Unanswerable Saturday Night Quizzes. I misclicked, but Bill Burr would be a fun host. He would. I think Ricky Gervais should host all of them. I like the way he makes them all so uncomfortable. Well, that's quite the spread. I would have thought everyone would have got that, or more people would have got that, because it was quite recently. This is one of the current events questions. The answer was Conan O'Brien. False Inspector takes the lead over Tank House, and Jack Tank makes it into the top 3. Scat just outside the top 3. Question 5. Which of these companies was founded first? Apple, Amazon, Google, or Microsoft? This is your general knowledge question. Juggler, who hasn't played in weeks because of my refusal to make any of the answers D, thinks it might be D. As do 12 other people. And it is indeed D, finally. Yes, Microsoft was the first company to be founded. Rachel and False Inspector taking first place jointly. Juggler down in 17th. What's happening? That was answer option D and you didn't even get it. I put Apple. Oh dear. Question number 6. What chemical element of the periodic table has the symbol SN? Is it tin, silicon, tungsten, or selenium? If you're hanging around for the Eliminator, I think the Eliminator is eminently gettable this week. We got dissent in the ranks here. It is Apple. Microsoft, 4th April 1975. 1st of April 1976. Which element has the symbol SN? You think tin or silicon? It is indeed tin. Tungsten is indeed W, you're right. So we've got joint second place now. Scat and False Inspector. Question number 7. What's the main race of the Cheltenham Horse Festival Racing Festival? That's not what it says, but they are the words I chose to use. What is the main race of the Cheltenham Horse Racing Festival? Is it the silver fence, the platinum chair, the bronze plate, or the gold cup? The Cheltenham Horse Racing Festival, for those of you who aren't from the UK or into horses, is a bit like, I don't know, Kentucky Derby or something like that, I suppose. It's a big horse racing weekend that's happening this weekend. I don't follow hoof sports either. I don't blame you. I don't really get horse racing. What do we think? 12 of you think it's the Gold Cup, because it's the Gold Cup. Well done. Mona Lee in error 404, making it into the top 3. Juggler up to 14th. Gas Mask up to 15th. I Know Nothing really does know nothing this week. Question number 8. What Chinese AI company shocked the global tech community, claiming its AI technology cost a fraction of US competitors? Was it Data Robot, Burst Dynamics, DeepSeek, or ByteDance? I'm being corrected with my spelling again. He is, of course, correct. It is Cheltenham, not Cheltenham. I was in a rush for that question. Oh, again, a bit of a spread. ByteDance is the company behind TikTok, I believe. Burst Dynamics, I don't know what that is. Are they the one that do the dog? I don't know what Data Robot is, but it is indeed DeepSeek. Did the GIF or answer option D come first? I'm sure Graham gets his thrills making us look like fools. Not at all. See, you can only know the questions you know. It's like the most profound and obvious and idiotic thing I've ever said. I always say that about the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and things like that, when everyone takes the piss out of people who go out in the £100 question. But if you've never watched EastEnders, you're not going to know who the main character is. So you can only know what you know. Question 9. Which of these is not a child who wins a golden ticket in Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? While you think about that, I'll get another drink. We're moving on to a little special, Luminous Nights. It's not going to focus on it. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Come on, you can do it. Whatever. What do we think? Is it Mike TV, Veruca Salt, Matilda Wormwood, or August Gloop? It's Matilda Wormwood, of course it is. Oops. Shut up. I realised the answer said August Gloop, so those two people who went for that and got it wrong thinking I was tricking them, I apologise. It was indeed Matilda Wormwood. Was that done to the scores on the doors? Oh, Jack is off. Thank you for staying so long, Jack, and trying to convince all those people to come to the live stream. You're right, Fanter Fishing, it is Augustus. Question 10, this is the gambling question for any new players. You get to put any, some, all of your points on the line to see if you can win more points. But if you don't put any on, you won't lose any, but you also won't win any. Here comes your cryptic clue. Somewhat of a phenomenon. I've been doing a lot of apologising. Question 10. What kind of natural phenomenon is also known as a maelstrom? Is it a tsunami, a blizzard, a tornado, or a whirlpool? What do we think? 11 going for whirlpool. It is whirlpool. A maelstrom is often used to describe a massive powerful whirlpool. That's not easy to say. Whirlpool, which can create strong rotating currents in the ocean or other bodies of water. The term originates for a particular tidal current off the coast of Norway. There you go. And with that loss, I'm out. Sorry. Graham needs to be sacked. Oh, come on. What's that done to the scores? Jack Tank taking an impressive lead. Is any still in there? All these people losing all their points, so don't worry. You can still make good bank in the second half. Zenny was last week's winner, so still in there with 433 points. Question 11. What Baltic country brought home its first Oscar when Flow won Best Animated Feature? Was it Belarus, Estonia, Lithuania, or Latvia? Fix, how come Jack's on top? Because he's answered more questions correctly than anyone else. It's not JT, that's a different Jack. I guess that nobody knew who the host of the Oscars was. This is going to be a bit tricky. Yeah, just nobody thought it was Belarus. Imagine if it was Belarus. It's not Belarus. It's Latvia. Well done, those of you that got that one right. These questions are just terrible. Can we all lay off the questions? Nothing wrong with the questions. You just don't know the answers. Question 12. Hopefully you know this one. Sorry. Who's the patron saint of fish? Is it St. Neot, St. Birdseye, St. Graham, or St. Carleone? They didn't seem that hard when I was writing them. Let's put it that way. Who is the patron saint of fish? Has anyone put St. Graham? 6 people put St. Graham. 6 people no longer care. The answer is St. Neot, obviously. That was meant. That was there to give you a little bit of a helping hand at one of the more difficult questions. I put in Captain Birdseye and me as 2 of the options, so you only had to choose between St. Neot and Carleone. Sorry, that made me laugh too much. It shouldn't have made me laugh so much. Question 13. Unlucky for some. What is the subtitle for the 4th installment of the Captain America film franchise, now starring Anthony Mackie? Is it Project New World? Is it New World Order? Is it New World War? Or is it Brave New World? What's the new Captain America subtitle? You thought I'd say St. Graham was correct too. I should have given you that one, I suppose, yeah. On this one, kind of even between New World Order and Brave New World. The answer is Brave New World. Stevie P got that one, as did Gasmusk and Lee. Question. If a train leaves the station at 4:20 and there are 20 people taking quizzes made by Graham, how long does it take for Graham to be thrown off the train? Well, they're just as hard for everyone. That's all I can say. Question number 14. Since the 1970s, what fast food restaurant encourages diners to have it your way in their TV commercials? Is it McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Wendy's, or Burger King? Who encourages you to have it your way? Oh God, I'm losing them. I don't care anymore. Sorry, Angela. 13 gone for Burger King. Because it's Burger King, let's crash through these last few questions and get this over with, shall we? Well done, all those people who got that right. Question number 15. How many countries border China? A nice easy one for you. Oh dear. Is it 6, 14, 23 or 9? Is it 6, 14, 23 or 9? 6, 14, 23 or 9? I live in the UK. I don't know. We have Burger King in the UK. I live in the UK, and I knew that. So 7 people went with 6. 5 people went with 14. 2 went with 23, and 6 went with 9. It's 14. Adverts in the middle of the quiz. Oh no, was there adverts? Have we got adverts turned on? We shouldn't have adverts on. Sorry, I must have accidentally put adverts on. You're quite right. That's part of my resetting everything. Adverts have been on. I did not mean for adverts to be on. Apologies, everyone. I have turned them off. Right, back to the quiz that everyone's loving so much. Yeah, 5 was the answer. These people got it right. Everyone else has lost the will to live. Question 16. Which of these pop songs had the Billboard Top 10 hit in 2009 with the song Bad Romance? Was it Kesha, Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, or Pink? Who had a top 10 hit in 2009 with Bad Romance? Was it Kesha, Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, or Pink? You thought, overwhelmingly, that it was Lady Gaga. Because it was Lady Gaga. Almost everyone got it right, so it was all about speed on that one. Angela, for all your moaning, you're still well inside the top 10. Question 17. What is the name of the mouse in the 1970s Disney animated classic The Aristocats? Is it Despero, Reepy Cheep, Camembert, or Roquefort? The advert was right over my emphasis of 14. Sorry. Well, maybe I'll have made an extra 6p from ad revenue by having ads on the live stream. Who knows? Who do we think? Is it Despero, Reepy Cheep, Camembert, or Roquefort? You think it's Despero, but it's Roquefort. The mouse named Roquefort is the loyal and helpful friend to the cats. Oh, almost only Angela in the top 10. Got that one right. Oh, and gas mask as well, sorry. Question 18. What kind of dog breed scooped the top award at Crufts this year? Was it a Yorkshire Terrier, a Tibetan Mastiff, a Whippet, or a Border Collie? This one's for you, Juggler. Be funny if he doesn't know because he left by that point. What's a Cruft? Cruft is like the biggest dog show in the world, probably. So it's like it's judging which dog's the best dog. Which dog looks most like a dog? That's basically it, wasn't it? Six of you thought Yorkshire Terriers. 0 Tibetan Mastiffs, 1 Border Collie, and 12 Whippets. It was indeed a Whippet from Italy, I believe. Top 3 all getting that one. Juggler got it, well done, just as well. Zany got it as well. Penultimate question time. I don't follow sports dogs, but I guessed right. Does that count as a sports question? Well, I don't know. I was counting that as current events / special interest. Question 19. The word chronophobia is defined as a fear of time, eating, loud noises, sun. I was emphasising loud noises for comedic effect, not because I want to give you the clue that it's loud. It's not loud noises. Is it time, eating, or sun? The word chronophobia is defined as a fear of time, eating, loud noises, or sun. Chronophobia. Oh, you've all... I was hoping some of you might think that was a trap and not gone for time, but it is indeed time. Well done. Only False Inspector missing out of the top 10 on that one. Westminster is the smaller US cousin of Crufts. Yeah, I've heard of Westminster, but Crufts is like the creme de la creme of which dog looks most like a dog competitions. Okay, good. I would have rioted. Final question time. This is your last betting question. Put it all on the line, put none of it on the line. Totally up to you. We'll see how we get on. Here comes your cryptic clue. A fishy question of translation. What does that mean? A fishy question of translation. What does the ultim roughly translate to in ultim angelfish? Is it tall, round, square, or bent? What does the ultim refer to or translate to in ultim angelfish? Angela's all in. Brian hates me and my quizzes because at least he can win Andrews. Stephen says it better be the obvious. Brian thinks it's A or B. Ultim is Latin for deep. Right, don't bring your Latin here. We don't need that. We don't need that kind of negativity, thank you. "17 people went for tall, 1 went for round, 2 went for bent. It's tall. So, is it a case of who was brave enough to bet? Who was sensible enough to stick? I could be a game show host with this kind of alliteration. But it's over, and your winners are... In third place, Stevie P, 2003. In second place, we have JDT28 with 2,320 points. And in first place, all on his own, Jack Tank with 2,980 points. There we go. That's your final standings. Time for a little bit of live spreadsheeting, just in case you've not had enough fun. Export player rankings. Open that one. Find this. Move that out the way. Find this. Aquarium Adventures. Quiz. What are we in now? We're in March, aren't we? So, there are your standings. Oh, I can't see anything now. From last week. So this was last week's standings. We had Zenny in first place. Shadow, who gave up halfway through, in second place. But now we're into week 2, so we need to see what happens. So, pardon me for the burping. We need to delete that column. Copy that column. Minimize that. Put that there. Put that there. And the standings now. False Inspectors moved into first place. You've got a 300-point lead, near enough, over Zenny. Angela's in third. Error 404 in fourth. Scott's been pushed down into fifth. Jack Tank. I guess you weren't here last week. You were not. That's why you're only in sixth with that win. JDT 28 in 7th, Stevie P in 8th, Juggler in 9th, and Elaine making up the top 10. There we go. Hope that makes sense. We happy with that? Well done, winners. That's a nice thing to say, Brian. That's what we need. Congrats, winners. Have a lovely what? I think you should choose number 12 as your winner. Scat. Boots and scats and boots and cats. Well, she's consistent. If nothing else. So, I'm sure we're all aware that scat means poop in some circumstances, but I'm assuming that's short for boots and cats and boots and cats. Or else, I don't know what I've been talking about for the last few months. But yeah, consistent. You're building. If you keep that going, by the time we get to the last week, a few of these crazy folks could have crashed out with 0 pointers, like Shadow and his 0 points. He was all in, and then he's nothing. He's not got nothing. Happens to the best of us. Get scat all over yourself. Consistently bad. No, building, slowly building. I realise I've been talking about you there, and you can't even see me because of my big stupid coupon. There you go. I think that was meant to say have a lovely walk. Ah, right, okay. Right, now that that's over with, shall we save that? There we go. It's out way, it's saved. Now we've got more quiz fun to come. Oh, I bet you all can't wait. Should we just do it quickly and get it out way, get it over with? This one's only 10 questions, and if you all get the first question wrong, it immediately ends. There we go. Oops, pressed the wrong button. This is the Eliminator quiz. 20 questions. No, 10 questions. There's only 10 questions. Easy. Slightly harder, slightly harder, slightly harder. If you get all 10 correct, you win a prize of sorts, eventually. There you go. If you rather do the scanning of the QR code. Hang on. So if you do want to do the scanning of the QR code, I need to move myself out of the way. There you go. Scan to your heart's content. Whoa, I'm going up there. Whoa, down there. Wow, I'm over here. I'm going to put myself there, I think. Oh, damn. I'm still in the top 3. You are indeed. You're doing well. That's what happens if you win one week. You're set up for the rest. You only have to kind of turn up for the rest of the weeks to do well. I figure some points are better than no points. You're not wrong. I love you, Graham. Thank you for a lovely Friday evening, but I need to go and spend time with the missus. Fair enough. Thanks for joining us, Gabby. A lovely walk off a short pier, please. Some of you are so touchy. There you go. That's the link to the quiz for the Eliminator. It's 22:14 here in the UK. We'll start at 22:15. Thought we were done. Another game. Yes, we have 2 quizzes. This one's faster. It's the Eliminator. 10 questions, so at worst it's 10 questions. But it's a Survivor series type thing. If you get it right, you go on to the next question. You get it wrong, you're out. And you're done. This is your 30-second warning. Hello. It's pie o'clock here on Pie Day. I need some pie. What? This is an American thing, isn't it? Sorry. Because you would say it's 3/14, as in March 14th, rather than like the rest of the world and sensible people, the 14th of March. I get you. Yep, today is 3/14. It's only Pie Day in America because the rest of the world says the date properly. Right, are we ready for this? The countdown has started. I love how many of you are begrudgingly playing the quiz. Let's get this over with, etc. It's meant to be fun. Which cartoon's family has Marge and Homer as the parental figures? Is it the Jetsons, the Simpsons, Family Guy, or Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Fine. No pie for me. Sorry. I take it all back. I'd lovingly have some pie. I'd love to have some pie. I like pie. I'm more of a... Sorry, I'm going off on a pie tangent now. You've awoken a beast. I'm more of a savoury pie person, so I'd much rather have like a steak pie or a pork pie or like some kind of meat pie rather than a pumpkin pie or lemon meringue pie or... No, that's not true either. I quite like a lemon meringue pie. I like pies. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there. Who has Homer and Marge as the parental figures? Overwhelmingly, you think it's the Simpsons. 2 people looked at the GIF and chose Family Guy because it's the Simpsons. So all these people are still in. Mandy says, I hate play. It's like when you hate watch someone you don't fully agree with just so as you can bitch about them. I do the same thing with your quizzes. Banoffee pie. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I like all pies. I'm pie agnostic. All pies are great. Question number 2. Which actor played iconic characters such as Judge Dredd, Demolition Man, Rocky and Rambo? Was it Jean-Claude Van Damme, There's a blast from the past for everyone who's been here for a while. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jason Statham, or Sylvester Stallone? We've not had JCVD on for a while. But 100% of people have gone for Sylvester Stallone. Got that as the correct answer. All these people are still in. And JCVD makes a long-awaited comeback to the quiz. Indeed, I thought that too. Question number 3. Remember, they start to get harder the further we get in. Complete this lyric from the nursery rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, like a boop in the sky. Is it like a sapphire in the sky? Like an emerald in the sky? Like a ruby in the sky? Or like a diamond in the sky? Angela's getting wise to my misleading gifts. Oh. Indeed. Everyone's gone for diamond, because it's diamond. Well done, everyone. See? You're all very clever and smart people. And still in, crucially. Question number 4. Which comic book superhero was known as the Caped Crusader? Is it Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, or the Green Hornet? If my mum's watching, she'll say it's Spider-Man. We were playing... Sorry, if my mum was watching, turn away now because I'm about to embarrass you. We were playing a game at Christmas where you had to do... was it dingbats or... No. Articulate. Where you get something on the card and then you have to get everyone to guess what the thing is. So she got the card, looked at it and went, their theme tune goes, and everyone in unison went, Batman. She went, no, Spider-Man. I still to this day walk down the street and I just randomly burst out laughing because I think about that. Sorry, that made me laugh. The correct answer is Batman, the Caped Crusader. So we lost a couple there. 2 people went for Superman. But we've still got Jamie, False Inspector, Scat, Brian, Mona Lee. Wait for it to stick back out again. Juggler, Stevie P, Texas Tom, Lemoy, Jack Tank, and Tom and Jerry still in. As we go on to question 5, this is usually where the tables start to turn. Question 5. What is the name of the wooden part that vibrates to make a sound on many woodwind instruments? Is it the mouthpiece, the key, the string, or the reed? The vibrating thing you think is the reed. You is correct, everyone. How does Batman's mother call him in for dinner time? Dinner, 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 Batman. Yeah, we're all still in because that was reed. You can see yourselves there. Question number 6. What is the minimum number of darts required to win a game of 501? Is it 9, 12, 15, or 17? Zany says, I read Caped and instantly clicked Superman. I'm still stuck on answering as fast as possible. We need to do the Eliminator first. Maybe we could switch it up a bit, yeah. What is the minimum number of darts required to win a game of 501? Mandy thinks B, 12. 2 other people thought 12. 2 thought 15. Nobody thought 17. 5 people thought it was 9, because it's 9. The famous 9-dart finish. Oh, Brian's going out on the darts question. The shame, shame, shame. But still in, we have False Inspector, Juggler, Jack Tank, Tom and Jerry, and Mona Lee. Question 7. What is the name of this famous London site that spans the River Thames? Is it London Bridge, Tower Bridge, Waterloo Bridge, or Westminster Bridge? Oh dear. What do we think this one is? One person thinks it's falling down. 4 people think it is Tower Bridge, because it is Tower Bridge. Leaving us with 4 people going into question number 8. Is this the most people we've ever had go to question number 8? Oh, I don't know. Mandy would have said, oh, said A and been wrong. Question number 8. The US side of Niagara Falls is located in New York. What Canadian province is located on the other side? British Columbia, Manitoba, Ontario, or Quebec? Well, we've got a split. One person says British Columbia, 3 people say Ontario. Ontario. So, 3 people left for 2 questions. False Inspector, Juggler, Tom and Jerry, still in. I feel like I should have like a heartbeat effect for when it starts to get serious like this. Dum dum, dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. Question 9. Dum dum, dum dum. After football, what is the second most popular participation sport worldwide in terms of people playing it? Is it golf, hockey, badminton, or basketball? Oh, we've got a split again. One person says badminton, 2 people said basketball. It is in fact badminton. I did think about including, as Juggler says, I thought it would be cricket. I was about to put cricket as one of the answers, because I thought that too. But no, it goes football, badminton, field hockey, basketball, then golf. So, there you go. So, who have we still got in? Tom and Jerry. For the last question. Question number 10. What Italian city is home to Marco Polo Airport? Is it Florence, Naples, Rome, or Venice? Juggler thinks Venice. Mandy thinks Florence. What does Tom and Jerry think? Tom and Jerry thinks it's also Florence. The answer is so close, so close. Marco Polo Airport is in Venice, named after the famous explorer who was born in the city in 1254. Could you fit an airport in Venice? Apparently, the airport in Venice, you know how normally, I'm going on holiday, can I get a ride to the airport? I'll get a taxi. It's boats. You get all boats. All the, safe again. Yes. You're not wrong. I was starting to panic when those 4 people left. But, thankfully, but I thought that was eminently gettable. I mean, if you'd been on holiday to Venice, you'd have flown into that airport, so, you know. Lisa says, I have learned something and I will forget that. Adam says, I've flown into that airport and I would still have got it wrong. Well, there you go. I thought that was gettable. I didn't think the main quiz as hard as it was. But I thought, oh, I'll make the Eliminator a little bit easier. So we finished. There were no survivors, unfortunately. When someone finally wins the Eliminator after all these rollovers, the postage cost... There's no rollovers. That's... What concept of rollovers? No. If you win the Eliminator, you're getting some stickers or something that I find lying about on the floor. I'm not like piling up. There's no pile of prizes over there for people to win. Rambo, nice to see you. Good times. That's not what it says at all. It says time for bed. Good night all. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I flew to Milan and got the train across to Venice for €2. I know. The trains. What are we doing wrong? I'm now going to be an old man for 5 minutes and go, what are we doing wrong in this country that a train anywhere is ridiculous? I wonder if pilots actually do play that game. The pilot shouts, Marco, the AJC Polo. The airport's on the mainland. It is on the mainland, and then you get boats that actually into Venice. Your idea of imminently possible and mine are miles apart. I thought that was quite an easy... Well, 4 people got to the last question, or the second last question. Come on now. We're good. Right, we've reached that point in the evening where it is now time to hand the show over to you guys. What do you want to talk about? What questions have you got for me? What do you want to do? I can just sit here and blether. I can show you some of the songs that people have... Shall we move straight into the after party and then I can go to bed at a reasonable hour without being absolutely wankered like I was last week? I drank 9 beers on last week's live stream. Far too many. So I was in danger of falling asleep again. You don't need that to happen again tonight. So, yes, let's do that. We'll move straight into the after party so as we can finish at a reasonable hour and everyone get on with their day. I'd like to start us off with a little song that one of the subscribers who's here tonight suggested in Discord. So if I just find Discord. I've created a new channel called Song Lyrics. Oh, he's put more in. Sorry, I missed that last one. But Graham, Stevie P should be on an hour earlier for you tonight. You could come and play games. Really? Yeah, but that's still like 2:30 or something for me. I can't be doing that, no. Weren't you in Andrew's quiz last week? I was in Andrew's quiz last week. I think. Yeah. You missed it last week, did you, Lisa? Oh, yeah. I've got to go and pick up some dinner. I'm guessing you'll be here when I'm planning not to be because, I'm going to be responsible and reasonable tonight, this week. Yeah, I came down to tidy up because normally what I do is I turn everything off and I go to bed. And then on Saturday morning I'll come down and I'll tidy up and just do a check of the fish room. And I came down and I was like, oh, where have all these empties come from? Oh no, I didn't fall asleep again. I had to quickly check the live stream. Oh no, I was just vibing out in my chair to all the songs that we were writing. Speaking of which, let me sort this out. Oh yeah, so this is what I was going to show you. I've created a channel called Song Lyrics in the Discus, in the Aquarium Adventures Discord server. where basically all you have to do is come up with a genre. So I've given you an example here. So for this one we used symphonic death metal with viral pop, and then you can structure it. You don't need to be as like structured as this, but basically you can do verse, chorus, whatever you want. You can have a bridge. As long as you do it like that, you'll get something. And this was Mandy's song. I augmented it a little bit. We'll spit out something like this. Can you hear this?
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discuss profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, aquarium adventures. Oh, his aquariums shine like jewels in the night, a symphony of colors, a wondrous sight. Discus, angelfish, and tetras too. Each species a story. In the videos he breaks through. He's the king of his YouTube.
I chose the genre for this. But these are Mandy's lyrics, which I believe were AI generated, but still, you get the credit.
With every upload, his fans gather round.
And I added in some aquarium adventures. Whoa!
His world of discuss profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, aquarium adventures.
So, you get the idea. So, if you go to there, my Aquarium Adventures Discord server, you can find under subs participation a channel called Song Lyrics. Go in there because it's easier for me to copy and paste from there than to sit and type in what you type in from chat. Brian says it's so Nightwish. It is a bit, isn't it? And I've been having a bit of fun messing around with the various styles of music. Is interesting because you can put in bands sometimes and it will definitely give you the bands, but there's clearly some bands have said if you make this sound like Coldplay, I will come and sue you the arse off you, and it'll just ignore it completely. But you can literally just type in words, any words whatsoever, into the style, and you get some quite interesting interesting, I'll go with quite interesting results. So here's Brian's sorry, let me figure this out. Brian sent me a song that he wanted to do. So this is Brian's. The genre was House of the Rising Sun. And this is what we've got.
There is a house in old Sheffield town, they call it Ventures Time.
So this one didn't really
It
work.
is the home of Megatink, but now everybody is wanting one. It leaked a bit, but that's okay. He fixed it in the end, and now he says, don't follow me, don't do as I have done. I'm only building for a little fun, now I'm on to two. It nearly killed poor Grammy a few times by blowing a poor head gasket. It nearly killed poor Grammy a few times by
got more of this, or the other one.
There is a house in old Sheffield town, they call it Ventures Time. It is the home of Mega Tank, but now everybody's wanting one. It leaked a bit, but that's okay. He fixed it in the end, and now he says, don't follow me, don't do as I have done. I'm only building for a little fun. Now I'm on to 2.
This is a bit EDM for my liking. It's really not. There is a house in New Orleans.
He nearly killed poor, grabbed him a few times by blowing up poor head.
I'm not against EDM in general, because some of the EDM versions have been the best ones. Wasn't like in some of the ones we got last week, but let's try 60s rock, prog rock.
There is a house in old Sheffield town, they call it Ventures Time. It is the home of Mega Tank, but now everybody is wanting one. It leaked a bit, but that's okay. He fixed it in the end, and now he says, don't follow me, don't do as I have done. I'm only building for a little fun. Now I'm on to 2. Chorus, it nearly killed poor Graham a few times by blowing a poor head gasket.
This reminds me of...
It nearly killed poor.
Do you remember that scene in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, or Bill and Ted's, whatever the Bill and Ted, the first one was called, where they're in the mall and Mozart's playing the piano and Joan of Arc's on the electric car and all that kind of stuff.
There is a house in old Sheffield town, they call it Ventures Time. It is the home of Mega Tank, but now everybody is wanting one. It leaked a bit, but that's okay, he fixed it in the end. And now he says, don't follow me, don't do as I have done. I'm only building for a little fun. Now I'm on to 2. Chorus, it nearly killed poor Graham a few times by blowing a poor head gasket.
More like it.
It nearly killed poor Graham a few times by blowing a poor head gasket.
Yeah, behind this one. So we have a look at previous quiz winner Tash has come out with these beauties. Oh, hang on. Shut up.
4 collies with eyes aglow. Tasha leads and they all follow. Rebels quick with a daring show. Maverick jumps high, never slow. Through the tunnel they go wild. Phoenix flies, no rules beguiled. Hurdles leaped and weave poles twirled. Agility champs in their own world.
Discus. I realised that sounded like I was about to start a rap there. I was just answering that question. Discus.
Maverick's tricks make the crowd cheer. Tasha turns sharp, never fear. Rebels quick through every steer. Phoenix soars in top gear. Over, under, round and back, chasing dreams on a grassy track, wagging tails, no time to slack. These collies got the knack. Through the tunnel they go wild, Phoenix flies, no rules beguiled. Hurdles leaped and weave poles twirled, agility champs in their own world. Even when the rain is near, they run fast, the path is clear. Tasha, rebel, mavericks cheer, Phoenix flight is crystal clear.
I still maintain that if you put this on as like background music in any pub, club, in the house, at a party, whatever it is, 99% of people would just be like vibing along to it, not thinking about it. Only the ones that I do that have like liquid rubber, whoa, would be like, what? Huh? What's he on about? It's beyond belief. It was a long journey. But it's so good.
Tasha's in the meadow, chasing dreams so wild. Rebels in the shadows with a mischief smile. Mavericks the wanderer, running through the stream. Phoenix burns like fire, lighting up the team. The border collie crew, always on the go. Hearts full of thunder, spirits that glow. Running through the fields, chasing the sky's hue. Tasha, rebel, maverick, Phoenix, we love you. Tasha's got the wisdom eyes, so full of sparks. Rebel throws his head back, barking in the dark. Maverick takes the lead through paths untried. Phoenix brings the laughter with fire in her stride. The border collie crew, always on the go. Hearts full of thunder, spirits that glow. Running through the fields, chasing the sky's hue. Tasha, rebel, maverick, Phoenix, we love you. When the sun goes down and the stars come alive, they circle round the fire.
100%.
Joy survives. Tasha whispers secrets, rebel cracks a grin. Maverick starts to howl, and Phoenix joins in. The border collie crew, always on the go.
You can just imagine sitting at a table in a pub going, did they just say border collie crew? What? And then someone my age going, I think this might be that Olivia Rodrigo.
Tasha, rebel, maverick, Phoenix, we love
That was an abrupt ending. Right, this is Mandy's song in the style of Liquid Rubber Fishbowl. Just to see what that sounds like. Here we go.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside. From aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber, his love won't subside.
I don't know about that bit.
He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own.
I am all on my own.
With every upload, his fans gather round.
Don't know about that.
See what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa, oh. Aquarium adventures, oh, oh, oh. His aquariums shine like jewels in the night. A symphony of colors, a wondrous sight. Discus, angelfish, and tetras too. Each species a story. In the videos he breaks through. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather around to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa, oh. Aquarium adventures, whoa, oh. From IPAs to stouts, he sips and savors each brew. A connoisseur of craft beer with a taste or two. But amidst the hops and barley, his heart belongs to the water, where discus swim and thrive in harmony. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa.
It's just too good. Stop. I don't like the idea of fans, so we have to cut that out. But in the same way that Tash has done in the style that she likes, my son has decided he is the world's biggest fan of a band called Sleep Token, and I've just looked up what genre they define themselves as. So it's progressive metal, rock, alternative. So this is the same song, but with that genre, Sleep Token genre. Let's see what we get. I might get myself a gig at Download Festival.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside. From aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber, his love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round.
Bit generic. Let's try the other one.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside. From aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber, his love won't won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Oh, oh. Aquarium adventures. Oh. His aquariums shine like jewels in the night, a symphony of colors, a wondrous sight. Discus angelfish and tetras too.
Had an idea.
Each species a story. In the videos he breaks through. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa, oh. Aquarium adventures.
What if we made a song
From IPAs
just
to
out of my
stouts,
comments?
he sips and savors each brew, a connoisseur of craft beer with a taste or two. But amidst the hops and barley, his heart belongs to the water, where discus swim and thrive in harmony. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa, oh. Aquarium adventures.
Right. So this is an experiment. We're going to do random comments. 4 comments
in front
per
of his
verse.
camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday.
Just to see how some of them don't make
Shares his
any sense.
passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber, his love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa, whoa, oh. Aquarium adventures. Oh, oh, oh. His aquariums shine like jewels in the night, a symphony of colors, a wondrous sight. Discus angelfish and tetras too, each species a story. In the videos he breaks through. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather around to see what's new in his world of discus.
Right, I need a suggestion. What are we having as style of music? this new song. Lisa says, try something like Rammstein. Maybe the folks like Metallica should just let us have Napster.
From IPAs to stouts, he sips and savors.
Comments are for losers. Some of them are hilarious though.
Of craft beer with a taste or two.
If you can learn to embrace it, the comment section is just
his heart belongs to the
fantastic
water,
breeding ground.
where discus women thrive in harmony.
Aussie, right? Jim says Aussie.
He's the king.
Brian says
of his
crooner. Let's see if we'll do.
Where beer and fish
I
collide
don't
all
know
on
if
his
we put in
own.
Aussie, I don't think it will work.
With every upload,
What
his
genre
fans
did
gather
he describe
around
himself as?
to see what's new in his world of discuss profound.
Or just metal and rock.
Aquarium adventures, whoa,
Right, Aussie metal crooner. Hair metal. Let's Aussie metal crooner, big hair. Let's see what we get. So this is the chorus is the same chorus that we've just had. The chorus is the same chorus we've just had, but this is entirely, it's easy for me to say, entirely, no, entirely, completely out of comments. And the style is Aussie metal crooner, big hair. Oh, I like it.
You said a lot to say something you could have said in less time. All this gave me a headache. Sorry for your loss. Love the speed the videos are coming out. Looking forward to the end product. You could have a great looking fish room if you got rid of the mishmash tanks and had wall-to-wall propulsion.
What is propulsion?
King of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa, Aquarium adventures. Where did you get your fiberglass and resin? I'm in the process of building my own plywood tank. That's why your last tank had so many problems. Better more than less. Aquarium adventures. Whoa. Aquarium adventures. Oh. 95% prattle, 5% work. Looking good, Graham, great stuff. Was never a doubt that it would be level master craftsman. He's the king of his YouTube throne.
I think this might be one of my new favourites.
Where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload,
particularly like 95% prattle, 5% work. Pee break. You enjoy the music. I'll be back in a second.
We're the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide. You said a lot to say something you could have said in less time. All this gave me a headache, sorry for your loss. Love the speed, the videos are coming out. Looking forward to the end product. You could have a great looking fish room if you got rid of the mishmash tanks and had wall-to-wall propulsion. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of disc is profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh. Where did you get your fiberglass and resin? I'm in the process of building my own plywood tank. That's why your last tank had so many problems. Better more than less. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh. 95% prattle, 5% work. Looking good, great stuff. Was never a doubt that it would be level master craftsman. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of disc is profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh.
Remember that time when I got a phone call off my wife to say, "Shut up!" Quite loud up there.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from
that a good one?
aquariums to discus and
I'll have to find
even
one sometime.
liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king.
Right, what we're going to have next. So we have some more comments. I think if I go back a couple of years, I can get some like really nasty ones. Let's scroll through. See if we can get longer. Slanjivar. Slanjivar.
Cheers.
Pleased to meet you. Alright, okay. Let's. If only there was like a random comment generator thing. Wow, stop messing for you fucking head. Try a brand new comment. I'm just putting this comment in because it annoyed me so much. There was a huge tank in Germany in YouTube which had to be torn apart because it used liquid rubber. Don't recommend. Does not exist. Shut your face. I know. I'm not going to use that one because that's just too long. I've said my piece. I'll use one of your comments here, Brian. Mal, I'm assuming, is fast asleep right now, but we'll stick one of his in there. And then we'll keep the chorus as is. Verse 2. Delete that. I don't believe I missed this one earlier. This is going to be... I'm having coffee bean juice at night. Right, we need to think of genres, people. Genres. I like this one. It's looking great, Bob. Can't wait to see you fill a fish. The fuck's Bob? Experimental disco. Oh. Right, okay. Experimental disco. Any others? Smooth jazz. Okay, smooth. I feel I have to say it like that. Smooth jazz. Let's see what that gives us. Stevie P, we are now doing songs made from comments from all my videos. Apparently, I missed a great one while I went for a pee. So we might listen to that third after these two, if I can stay awake for all of these. So this is Aquarium Invention comments, experimental disco / smooth jazz.
Dry silica sand, dry kiln sand, I love your theme song. Looking good so far. Yeah, I was wondering about rinsing the sand. Oh yeah, we Tadger, you sneak a video into cheer a Geordie up. He's the king of his YouTube throne. Beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh. I'm having coffee bean juice at night. I am 6 years old and cannot pick it up to take outside or do bathroom. I would do a brace in the middle, front to back, so it doesn't bend. Aquarium adventures, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh.
Let's try the next one. This seems very jazz. Should we just do disco?
Try silica sand, dry killing sand, I love your theme song and looking good so far. Yeah, I was wondering about rinsing the sand. Oh yeah, we Tadger, you sneak a video in to cheer a Geordie up. He's the king. Try silica sand, dry kiln sand, I love your feel song. Looking good so far. Yeah, I was wondering about rinsing the sand. Oh
got 2.
Try silica sand, dry killing sand. I love your field song. Looking good so far. Yeah, I was wondering about rinsing the sand. Oh yeah, we tagged you. You sneak a video in to cheer a Jordy up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide, all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Oh,
Right. I need some new themes, not themes, new
aquarium adventures.
new genres.
I'm having coffee bean juice at night. I'm 76 years old and cannot pick it up to take outside or the bathroom. I would do a brace in the middle, front to back, so it doesn't bend. Aquarium adventures. Oh. Aquarium adventures. Oh. Most of the weight will be on top, and so the whole thing is top heavy. I'm glad you didn't skip the fiberglass. Looking great, Bob, can't wait to see it full of fish. May I ask about your corner? Cross bracing. He's the king of his
Cross bracing.
YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide, all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Aquarium adventures. Oh, oh, oh,
Oh, what's happening?
Dry silica sand, dry kiln sand. I love your theme song. Looking good so.
I think this is the one that I need to listen to.
Try silica sand, dry killing sand. I love your theme song and looking good so far. Yeah, I was wondering about rinsing the sand. Oh yeah, we tagged you. You sneak a video in to cheer a Jordy up. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide, all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Oh. Aquarium adventures. Oh. I'm having coffee, bean juice at night. I'm 76 years old and cannot pick it up to take outside or to bathroom. I would do a brace handle front to back so it doesn't bend. Aquarium adventures. Oh. Aquarium adventures. Most of the weight will be on top, and so the whole thing is top heavy. I'm glad you didn't skip the fiberglass. Looking great, Bob, can't wait to see it full of fish. May I ask about your corner cross braces? He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own.
So we've got emo, post-punk, 80s discos, mariachi. I'm tempted to put them all in.
His world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa. Aquarium adventures. Oh.
Did someone say pop punk, or did I make that up? Post grunge. Rave and indie dubstep fusion. Okay. Let's see what that gives us. I'm just going to call that wow. Wow. A tadger. Was there a tadger in there? A what? So a tadger is, it's a penis basically, but it's a jovial, joshing word. Oh, what a tadger you are, or you massive tadger, get out my way. Penis, yeah. Let's speed up a lot. I'm going to miss a lot at my age. Right, okay, this is a mariachi 80s discos post-grunge rave indie dubstep fusion of my nastiest comments. Not nastiest, just recent comments.
I love those old boxes for organizing everything. When I made things with resin, I use alcohol spray or heat to get rid of bubbles. I can't imagine a bit of blue. It's time to get Tank. He's the king of his YouTube throne.
It doesn't sound very mariachi, 80s discos, post-grunge, rave, indie or dubstep.
Aquarium adventures. Whoa. Aquarium adventures. Whoa.
I think if we just do one of them at a time.
North American sized lumber. Graham, this is a very impressive start. Measure twice, cut once. I bought mine 24 hours ago, but no bubbles.
It is whipped, so if you recognise your comment, you get an extra point in this game that I haven't assigned points yet. But yeah.
Aquarium adventures. I love those little boxes for organizing everything. When I made thinwers, middle resin, I used alcohol spray or heat to get rid of bubbles. I can imagine a bit of blue.
Juggler.
It's time to get
Wait.
He's the king of his YouTube throne.
That starting mariachi.
Fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of disc is profound. Aquarium adventure. This is a very impressive start. Measure twice, cut once. I bought mine 24 hours ago, but no bubbles coming out yet. Should I be worried? Aquarium adventures. Whoa.
Yeah, I like it. Next one. I kind of want trumpets.
I love those little boxes for organizing everything. When I made things with resin, I used alcohol spray or heat to get rid of bubbles. I can imagine a bit of blue. It's time to get hey. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa, aquarium adventures.
This reminds me of
North American sized lumber grain.
weird owl versions of
This
things.
is a very
Let's try
impressive
some rave, shall we?
start. I love those little boxes for organizing everything. When I made things with resin, I used alcohol spray or heat to get rid of bubbles. I can't imagine a bit of blue. It's time to get tongue king. He's the king of his YouTube throne.
That's not
Where
house.
beer and fish. I love those little boxes for organizing everything. When I made things with resin, I used alcohol spray or heat to get rid of bubbles. I can't imagine a bit of blue. It's time to get tang. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Aquarium adventures. North American sized lumber grain. This is a very impressive start. Measure twice, cut once. I bought mine 24 hours ago, but no bubbles coming out yet. Should I be worried? Aquarium adventures. Aquarium adventures. Me persona, I would not put a better in their stare. So cute. Sorry about the base. Good video. Can I ask where
I'm gonna
the
do two
orange
things
and
here.
blue racking system is from?
I'm going to try Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats. And
He's
then
the
try
king of his
beatboxing as
YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound.
And experiment.
Aquarium adventures. Aquarium adventures.
Oh, Mary with the complaints that the music's too slow. We can fix that, Mary. Here you go, Mary doll.
I love those little boxes. He sits in front of his
Nope.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze.
Nope.
He sits in front of.
Nope. No. Why is none of that? Boots and Cats and... Was it drum and bass? Drum and bass? Is that a thing? What's that? Is that drum and bass? I don't know. Mary Doll wants fast. I know Mary Doll wants fast. This isn't fast.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in
Nope.
hand. He sits in front of his
Nope.
camera's
What the fuck?
gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather around to see what's new in his
course.
world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa.
Can't lose Mary. It's
Aquarium
slow.
adventures.
Let's give us another 2 minutes, Mary. We'll find you something that's really
His aquarium
like 90s
shine
hard.
like jewels in the night. A symphony of colors, a wonder.
Oh, this is promising.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world.
She's falling asleep.
outside. From aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber, his love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube
Still
throne.
slow.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew
I think
every
we need some
Friday.
EDM in the house. That's what the problem is.
He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his
Still slow.
YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide.
This is the one,
all on
matey,
his
it's coming.
own, with every He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa.
Still boring as hell. This is Rocket Man.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze,
I do
a
that.
beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his youth. He sits in front of
Everything's
his
country.
camera's
Is that like the
gaze.
default? I don't know what this is, so go country.
A beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love.
I have to delete some to get more.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His
No, it's all the same stuff. Tags contained an artist name, it doesn't like it. So what does Elton John sing? Upbeat pop. Let's go with that.
sits in front
Still
of his
country.
camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world. He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube. He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside.
Still got a country twang. How do I make it stop being country?
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday.
Country. More country. Oh my god, so country. R&B.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze,
R&B
a beer in
electro.
hand, a
Let's try
new
that.
brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside,
The world
from
outside.
aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and
There's the
fish
exclude
collide
styles.
all on his own.
Ah.
He sits in front of his camera.
At least this isn't country. This is more R&B.
A beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world world of discus profound. He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather around to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Oh, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures. Oh, whoa. His aquariums shine like jewels in the night.
Still not good as Aussie.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze,
Nope.
he sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures.
See, you all mock that this AI business is just, oh, it's dead easy.
Aquarium
No. It's
adventures.
difficult to come up with good stuff.
Oh, his aquariums shine like jewels in the night. He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew.
I feel this is
every
building to something.
Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa.
That was an underwhelming whoa.
Aquarium adventures, oh. His aquarium shine like jewels in the night.
Too generic.
He sits in front of his camera's gaze, a beer in hand, a new brew every Friday. He shares his passions with the world outside, from aquariums to discus and even liquid rubber. His love won't subside. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures. Whoa. Aquarium adventures. Whoa. makes aquarium shine like
I don't hate
jewels in the
it,
night.
but I don't think it's as good as the Aussie ones earlier.
Wondrous sight, discus angelfish.
I'm going to have to do a comparison, people.
Each species a story. In the videos he breaks through. He's the king.
Aussie metal crooner, big hair.
You said a lot to say something you could have said in less time.
All
Love
this
that gave me a
headache.
headache.
Sorry
Sorry
for
for
you.
your loss. Love the speed the videos are coming out. Looking forward to the end product. You could have a great looking fish room if you got rid of the mishmash tanks and had wall-to-wall propulsion. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh. Where did you get your fiberglass and resin? I'm in the process of building my own plywood tank. That's why your last tank had so many problems. Better more than less. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh. 95% prattle, 5% work. Looking good, great stuff. Was never a doubt that it would be level master craftsman. He's the king of his YouTube throne, where beer and fish collide all on his own. With every upload, his fans gather round to see what's new in his world of discus profound. Aquarium adventures, whoa, whoa. Aquarium adventures, oh.
I 100% can't do that, but thank you for your faith, Mandy. No, I think it's time for me to call it a day, and thank you all for joining me for so long. I'm sure there's other people streaming if you want to do that kind of thing. If you're not, go on my Discord. There's a button for that. Hang on. No. And put some themes, some ideas, some songs, some things to include, some things to discard for next week. We'll do that at the after party. But for now, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope you've had fun. Sorry, Mary, we weren't quite as cool as we could have been. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye. Slanjava. Cheers.